This is exactly how Tottenham Hotspur beat Manchester United last night in the Carabao Cup Quarter-Finals, and we've got a lot to discuss. A lot of players were unbelievable. Jed Spence, Bissouma, Solanke, even Sonny. I mean, let's get straight into it. But before we start, smash the subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and comment down below your favourite goal of Tottenham Hotspur. But look, we're not going to go through every single goal. We're going to go through the three main goals that we did score. So first of all, brilliant play here by Maddison from a free kick, straight down to Sonny on the left-hand side. Left-hand side, Sonny passes it to Maddison, straight up to Poro. Poro takes that shot. It hits the Man United goalkeeper, and Dominic Solanke is ready to be the striker we all need and go and smash it in the bottom right-hand corner, and he does so. It's a perfect finish from a striker, Dominic Solanke's level, and exactly what we needed. We needed to score that goal first, just to set the momentum of the game. Yes, it was always going to be a tough game, and we always knew that United were going to have more possession. As in, that's how it looked like in the second half, at least. Well, I knew that the United were going to have more possession, but it was how we're going to take out opportunities. At the end of the day, Manchester United did not take their opportunities. Tottenham Hotspur did. Bruno Fernandes put in so many balls into that box that Højlund should have been there to finish. It was unbelievable. Yes, they did get two very lucky goals, because any player pressing Forster in that scenario would have scored that goal. But let's get on to the second goal of the day, and that was Kulusevski. I think that was the second goal. Kulusevski. I mean, what a finish that was. From a striker, in his form, he should be scoring that, and he did. The ball was intended for Dominic Solanke, but obviously, you know, Kulusevski was there ready to pounce home for Tottenham Hotspur. Now, yeah, it was a second goal. I'm just quickly looking at the stats in terms of the general stats. We had 46% possession. They had 54. So yeah, they were going to have more possession on us. But here, this opportunity is brilliant from Tottenham Hotspur. Very bad defending by Martinez. But what a finish by Kulusevski. We're going to go to the third goal, and this goal was very special because a special player assisted this. It was the man himself, Jed Spence. I mean, he was unbelievable last night. He was fantastic. You know, he was hungry. It was as if he hasn't been playing and wanted to prove the manager why he should be playing. He played unbelievable on that right-hand side versus Southampton. He played unbelievable on that left-hand side versus Manchester United. Do we start him for Liverpool? I'm not saying no. I think we should. He's on brilliant form right now. Jed Spence, he can see that Dominic Solanke in this position is going to be just onside. He's just onside. And as he passes that ball, Dominic Solanke is ready to run onto that. And then Solanke provides himself to be in this kind of situation where he's one-on-one on Martinez, gets past Martinez, and all he now needs to do is get that shot off. He's positioned himself very well to take that shot on. And that's what we need from our striker. He will get the ball in situations like this, and he needs to know how to finish it. We've been very criticised. We've been criticising Solanke in terms of not going on the goal scoring sheet. Yes, he's been great, you know, holding up ball, helping up the team with, you know, possession and all that. But we want to see goals, and in this game, we saw goals. We saw 2 goals from the man himself, and it was a brilliant finish. Now, this again, I had to talk about Jed Spence again. He won the ball back from this position. Mazraoui, he saw Mazraoui, just took one step to the back, and Jed Spence was on it. He was ready to kill that. Bissouma also unbelievable. We're gonna get to him in a minute, but again, Jed Spence in this situation really was on it. He was brilliant. He was fantastic. And this is a scenario where it's a position where United need to understand. And I said before the game, they are very well disciplined. They know where each other needs to be. Look at that line. Look at that line of defence. It's going to be impossible for Son, where he had the ball beforehand, to cross that in, because they're very disciplined. But what you don't want is, you don't want Kulusevski to be back to a goal like this and have so much room to cut in. I mean, he had so much room. All he had to do was cut in, and then He had to finish it bottom right-hand corner, but instead he shot it bottom left-hand corner, close to the keeper, and he didn't go in. But he was phenomenal as well on the night. At night, I would have wanted to see him a bit more playing inside that midfield a bit more, but I think he was brilliant. Again, another situation here. Jed Spence wins the ball, and this is funny enough. This is the way Tottenham Hotspur scored how they scored this goal. That's exactly how we scored this goal, because Jed Spence won the ball there. Again, this is also a reason why Jed Spence got the ball back, and then we scored the goal from Kulusevski. Now, you'll probably ask me, why you're not showing me any clips of Bissouma, because Bissouma was fantastic. Bissouma was unbelievable last night. He was running the game. Now why? He wasn't playing as a DM. He was playing as an 8. He was getting the ball and moving it forward. Now yes, he was intercepting a balls like a 6. Yes, he was brilliant. But what was the key element to this? The key element to this was the fact that our back line was very, very solid. Porro was inverting a lot, as well as Jed Spence. But majority of the time, yeah, you wouldn't see both of them inverted. In specifically this image, yes, you do see them inverted. But a lot of us, when we were defending, like here, Jed Spence goes up, you'll see Porro was back. We did have a lot of times where Porro was inverted, and Pape Sarr should have been back to defend. He should have, and that's the job of that central midfielder, to make sure that when the right back inverts or the left back inverts, they drop deep, or the CDM drops deep. In that case, it was Bissouma. Now, yes, you'll probably be asking me, why did you not, Josh, why did you not show any pictures or any videos of Fraser Forster's mistake? Well, this is simply why. Any other striker, any other Premier League attacker who would have pressed Forster in that situation would have scored. It's nothing special about Ahmad, nothing special about Xerxes, nothing special about Bruno for assisting. There is nothing special in that. It is simply an error from the keeper who is very poor with his feet. That's it. It's a well-known thing. You know, Fraser Forster saved us multiple times in games. We could have lost games 2, 3, 4-0 if it wasn't for Forster. We could have not beaten teams because of Forster, because of the saves. He's been unbelievable since joining the team in the starting 11 since Vicario's been out. But what happened yesterday is a classic example of what could happen to Fraser Forster. As soon as he made that first mistake, you always knew he was going to be so flaky on that ball in that second mistake. You always knew that. I think there's special players we need to mention, and that is Bissouma, Jed, and Archie Gray. I think all three of them were unbelievable last night. They were absolutely class in all circumstances. Archie Gray, don't get me wrong, he looks like a 15-year-old, but his understanding of football, to know that he's not that central back, he's not that centre back like a Romero or like a Jagerson who's physical, who can go into tackles. He knows he's a centre back that is good with his passing. He knows he's clever with the ball. He knows he's not that strong but can use his brain. It's the completely opposite with Jagerson. Jagerson is a body massive centre back. He'll get into it. He'll get stuck into the duels. He's brilliant in the air, but he's not great with his distribution. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below in regards to this match. Do you agree with my match analysis? And look, Liverpool's on Sunday. Big game. We need to beat them. And yes, we did get them in the Carabao Cup Semi Final now. Are we going to beat them? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who was your man of the match? My man of the match, it's got to be Dom Solanke. It's got to be Dom Solanke. He scored 2 goals. I would personally give it to Jed Spence. You know what? I think I'm going to give it to Jed Spence. But he did concede 3 goals. None of it was his fault, though. None of it was his fault. I'm just checking quickly what Sober scores were. Because, the main thing was, it was none of the goals we conceded was his fault at all. Like, none of it was his fault. You see, Jed Spence in general. None of the goals came down his position. Let's quickly have a look at what Sober School did. Sober School say that bloody hell, Fraser Forster got 5.2. Sober School actually agree with me and say 8.5 Dominic Solanke, which was man of the match. And I got to give it to Dominic Solanke. I think it was brilliant last night. Again, special mention to Jed Spence, Bissouma, and Kulu, I think they were great, but Dominic Solanke is my man of the match. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Come on, you Spurs.